Is it this button? I think it might be this button. I have no idea. No idea how tonight is going to go, because I restarted my computer before and it was making quite a bit of a noise, and just by loading up OBS and Lightroom and Photoshop and a browser to be able to read your wonderful chats, I could hear the computer going. So how long this will last, I don't know, but we will give it a go. We can always just do the chatty stuff and forget about the photo editing. But how are we all? Sorry I'm late. I was watching the new Gladiator 2 trailer that has dropped today. So that looks quite good. Bearing in mind Gladiator 1, well, Gladiator, as it's commonly known, is definitely one of my favourite films of the 2000s. I can't believe it's so long ago. But having seen the new trailer for this second one, looks quite impressive, and a lot of callbacks to the original as well, which is good. So they're not just dismissing the lore and completely replacing everybody or whatever. Looks like they've digitally replaced the youngster that was in the first one. Obviously giving him more of a backstory to get where he is, why he's fighting. Anyways, and why he's changed into Paul Mescal, or whatever he's called. I have no idea, Andrew, whether it's an update or whether it's something else. I have no idea, but it is slightly annoying. You haven't even seen the first. Well, make time, Andrew. Make time. It is good. He's a good movie. He's a good. Even now, as you look back onto how much younger Russell Crowe looks, and some things might look a little bit dated if you look at it closely, but great film. Very enjoyable. Oliver Reed, was it? Yeah, it was Oliver Reed's last film because he died during it. So that's the bit where they have to replace him with old footage was a little bit sketchy. Now I think they had to write around him as well. I think that'll be the next stage, Andrew. I think it'll be strip it all down, but take all the cables out. Take all the cables out and give it a good dusting. Get some canned air. Blow all the cobwebs away. Is this all connected now? Yes, wonderful. I keep forgetting I need to update and get rid of all this top bar. But I always only think about it 5 minutes before I start stream. That's oh crap, I was going to do that, wasn't I? So how is everybody? Have you had any more videos going massively viral then, Andrew? Or do quite well, I should say. Yeah, might be an idea, wouldn't it? Because certainly after stream last week where it was misbehaving badly, I just in the Windows Taskmaster thing where you go to performance, the CPU was high. You got to remember it was it's a very old system. It's 12 years old or something. So a 12-year-old processor dealing with today's software. Nice. Excellent, Andrew. That's fantastic. Good stuff. I like to see people doing well. It's about time. It's about time you got lots of viewers. Well, 11,000 the last two. I would be quite happy with 500, to be honest. Don't know how to handle it. Just sit back and enjoy it. Get the next two out as soon as get the next two out as soon as you can manage it, and then you're carry on with the. Last one, two more to go, I think. To carry on the merry-go-round, the what's it called? Momentum. That's what I meant. Forget about the compliments. Just keep on making videos. I mean, what you could do is like take some old ones off and like repurpose them and put them back on. Content remade. That's the way to do it. Is this working? No, yes it is. Yeah. Excuse me. Right. Bring that back up so I can see what I'm doing. You got 60,000 views on a photo last year. Well done. I can't buy views at the minute. It's horrendous. Evening, Stephen. How are you, sir? Hope you're doing well. Doing all right, I think. It's a bloody miserable day out there. Peed down all day. Got drenched at dinner time. And it's not stopped since about 9 o'clock this morning. I managed to walk the dog early when I got up. That was fine, but basically it was wet pretty straight away after. Andrew, can you not just like ask ChatGPT to think of ideas you could do? That'd be a good thing. Good evening, Yogi. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Our solitary Twitch viewer. Was my Twitch notification thing not working? It's not telling me there is anybody there. God knows. I think it's just misbehaving. Country say, Don fraternising with the celebs. Yeah. It's called repurposing content, Andrew. That's what it is. I repurposed my video from a couple of weeks ago. I repurposed that for TikTok today. Posted like five videos, and I think I've gained like a dozen new followers, which is massive for me because it's like I've been on TikTok for like maybe it's getting on for 2 years and I had like 100 followers. I put five videos on today, and it's all of a sudden I've gained a chunk of followers for me anyway. Yeah, it's another 4 followers since an hour ago. Yeah, I've gained 22 new followers on TikTok today. Oh, it's been raining down there as well, then Yogi. Oh, all right. Well, I think that was obvious. So, she didn't ask your permission. That's terrible, Dawn. Did she recompensate you? Or compensate you, even? Well, Stephen, it's July. I think we are due some sunshine still. We can't start autumn yet. Or winter. Where is it? I knew that term was coming out there, Yogi. Let me guess, Peter, it's wet over there as well. Is the entire world just wet at the minute? Is it just raining everywhere? Are you just the pro? So yeah. So how's Peter today? Is it nice and wet where you are? Or is it? Or you been playing around in rivers or something? Do let me know. Oh right, are you getting it really? Yeah, because Jen was going. I think it was going to be really warm over where Jen is as well. It is summer, I suppose. It should be warm in various places throughout the world, just not in the UK. Hi, Sergio. How are you? How are you? Right, are we gonna have a go at seeing if anything will edit? Because I don't know whether, and some of you were there, some of you weren't, but I did stream again after last Tuesday's abortive attempt at streaming because the computer fell over just about. And it just about, we did okay. It was kind of normal. So I'm kind of hoping it'll be okay again today. Well done, Sergio. What was the issue? Because you were having trouble syncing it, weren't you? That does not sound pleasant, Peter. That's the kind of stuff that would make me want to leave. Ah, some corrupted ones. I've had a few over the years where you've just you've gone back to an image in Lightroom and you're like, why is it not there? Yeah, probably, Stephen. I think it's meant to improve after Wednesday. Or towards the end of the week, anyway. But anyways, we shouldn't be complaining that much anyway. We've got rid of the Tory government. We are free of them. With a change of government, everything is more cheery. Maybe. I don't know. But yes, getting rid of the Tory government. Objective for this year, done. What do you mean, poor France? They rejected the right wing as well. I know they've gone. The hard left is going to have quite a bit of things to do, but that's the best news. Yeah. So how are we gonna handle being able to relax so much? Now they've got rid of them jokers. But yeah. Good evening, Paul. How are you, sir? No, it all changed, Don. In the first, because I don't know how the French sort their elections out, but they have two votes. The first vote, the right wing did well, and in the second vote, the left wing did really well. So the right wing were expecting to win, and they came third in the second vote. So I don't know how it works, but by all accounts, they were disappointed and everybody else was happy. Don't know. I don't understand it. Hi, Felix. Well, hopefully... Oh, the George Gallery. The George Gallery. That's not my gallery. That is... that's Richard's gallery. I'm just there. Featured in it. But yes, this is So hopefully, if computer behaves itself, we will be making an image today. We shall see. But yeah, all right, see if this computer is going to behave itself. I don't know what I'm going to edit though. Buttermere, I think. Continue on that. A lot of the images are a bit poor. We'll have a go. Should we have a look at these ones? So if I press that button, you can see what I'm looking at. Why is that? It shouldn't be like that. That should be like that, so you can actually see what I'm doing. Good evening, Alan. How are you, sir? So we've got these views of Buttermere, which I think we'll just use these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might be pushing it. Let's leave out that one. So let's go with these ones minus that one. 5 images. Gonna keep it fairly easy tonight, just to make sure the computer can cope. So we've got our usual stuff to do. If I actually go to my basic treatment one. Should sort that out. It was fantastic. It was fantastic conditions. I've got to think of more words to replace to say other than fantastic, because I think in the last 2 minutes of that video, I think I said it like 6 times, and I didn't notice until I was editing it together. And it's like, for God's sake, Andy. But yes, it was a fantastic evening. Pity it's not like that anymore, mate. We could do with some nicer evenings. I mean, it'd be all right tonight because it's quite foggy, so that would be interesting. But the amount of rain that we've had today, it's not a lot of fun. Hopefully, you haven't been on a roof today, mate. You didn't notice? Oh, I did straight away when I was watching the footage back. Yeah, I do like fog, but you know, sometimes it's a bit. Why is this not to the edge of the screen? Go. Dust spotting. Let's sort this out. Yeah, what have I got? I'm sure I've got some stuff on I think I've got some stuff on next week. I can't remember what it is though, because I don't write things down, unfortunately. No, I don't work very well in fog with ICM, because I did do some in the lakes, which I have made one image from, but it was tricky. And it plays holy hell with the...
Hello there.
Good evening, Jen. Or good morning, I should say. But yeah. I think for me, it plays holy hell with the colours. It just makes them all a bit weird. Move that to about there. Excuse me. It's been a tiring week. Staying up all night Thursday. Well, all day Thursday. And also having about 3 days before that, having terrible disturbed sleep for some reason. Stayed up all day Thursday. All of Thursday night watching the election results come in. And then I was up all day Friday anyway. So I'm still recovering. It's very tiresome. tiring. Right, sync these settings across these other 4. Very good, Peter. It is actually one of the loveliest views in all of England. It is this view. You will be hard pressed to find a finer view. Right, so let's cross my fingers because we're going to move this into Photoshop now. I'm going to switch this back for in the meantime. Whilst that loads up. How's Jen? How are you doing? Are you working? Are you training? Are you practicing coding? Are you doing nothing? Are you suffering from the heat still? Is it still hot? Or is that 2 days past? Well, the computer's not falling over completely. Alright, more to come. More to come. Yeah, well, it always does, Andrew, to be honest, when I'm loading images in. It happens every week, so. But it's fine now. Because it's nearly finished. Loading them into Photoshop. Are we there? We are there. Right, okay. We have them. Well, yeah. Oh no, it happens every single time, Andrew. Even when things were running at peak, whenever I brought images into Photoshop, it would always still make the stream juddery. No matter what. Like, obviously, last week it was just, you know, because usually I can work in Photoshop without an issue at all. Last week it was like Lightroom, Photoshop, everything. No matter what I did, it was ready to shut down. So let's hope that doesn't happen today. One thing is about these reflection images, I have got no idea what I'm doing with them. I'm not going in with any preconceived ideas. It's literally like, wonder how this will turn out if I do this, if I do that. Yeah, same here, Andrew, same here. My vlogs would start with Alan messaging me at about lunchtime saying, do you fancy coming out tonight? And after that it's like, yeah, see what I can see when I start. And away we go. So it's very, very reactionary. Can't go in with too much of a plan. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't think I'm going to like this one. Because it's hard to work these reflections because of type of camera movement is just nothing really works. It's a bit of a case of take out some of these layers just to see what they are all doing. Now having this one taken out is quite the benefit. But maybe we don't want rid of it all. Let's go. About there, and I also want to mask it. It's not that way, it's this way I want to mask. Is it? Yeah, that's the idea, Felix. Thanks for putting the table back there, Jen. These newbies coming in and destroying the place. Hi Iris, how are you? Right, so I think that's quite a bit better. Right, so I think I'm liking that better because we've got that bright area in the sky, a bit more reflection. Good to hear, good to hear. Will I take any other areas out? I can take part of this one out as well. No, I want to go the other way, I want to go that way. Like that. Right, I think that is a nice little base. How did it go, Iris? How did it go? You didn't need to show us, you can just let us know. Were you happy with the results? Is the R making? Gonna chop this down. To there. Like so. It was a first try. First time for everything. And it gets better from now. We hope. Oh, by the way, if anybody's watching the football, let me know if anybody scores. Right, what am I going to do? Woo. Excuse me. saturation. Boost the saturation a bit because it was autumn and it was lovely colours. Like so. Technique. What you mean? True. Very true. Right, so I want to invert that like so, and I am going to paint in manually the sky. I raise that up to high and that to mid. I'm going to paint this in manually just to give the sky a bit more. Something like that. We can always just manipulate that with the opacity slider. Like so. Actually, did I left on the music for Peter. Sorry, Peter. Probably couldn't hear it. Right, so that's base image. Now what we do? We have to go here. See what this is going to spit out for us. More fool them than Felix. More fool them. We know best. There's another update to the NIK Collection. God damn it. Where's the scotch? Nobody's paid me enough to have any yet. Iris. Something's gone wrong with Twitch. I can't see who is watching. Or if any, there's two watching. There you are. Exactly, Sergio. Goal for France already. But France are rubbish. France have been terrible the entire tournament. The entire tournament have been as bad as England. That's the wrong app, Andy. Did France actually score? Because they haven't scored. Is it they haven't scored a goal in open play yet? An actual goal. Exactly. The text commentary says, first proper goal from open play for France. No goal. Has it been ruled out? Oh no. Oh no. The poor French. Has it been given? Surely it's been given. Good evening, Lobes. How are you, sir? Hope you're well. Hope you're well. Goals valid. Good. Well, I'm saying I don't know what I'm saying good for. Well, then again, would I rather play France if we win tomorrow? Obviously, that's the main thing. Do we want to face France or Spain? That is the question. Thank you, Lopez. This is just the beginnings. No idea where it's going to go from here. It'll probably end up red, like Andrew said. So we'll see. Anyways, seeing as I haven't seen you since since the weekend. When was it? Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. How did all you Yanks enjoy your 4th of July then? It wasn't Mbappe, it was somebody else, wasn't it? Muani. Mbappe got the assist. Stayed home and hid in your house. Very wise, Lopez. Very wise. Good evening, Jerry. How are you, sir? You had a good 4th of July. Excellent. Well done, Alan. Well done. There's a button that says live. You can press that, you know. You put 50 quid on to me. Just give me the 50 quid, Andrew. I'm quite happy. We had a great 4th of July. Our 4th of July is maybe the best one since 1776 or whatever the date was. Ooh. I've done something like this image before. Actually, did I not do this last week as well? This particular type of look to an image. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Boo. Nice. I'd imagine being somewhere else for it is way better than being at home. Although you might prefer your home comforts. I know I prefer home comforts. But yeah, we experienced freedom on Thursday night. Once 10 o'clock rolled around. 10 p.m. when the exit poll arrived. It's like, get in. We're going to be free of them. They're going to be gone. I quite like that lighter version. Yeah, just a touch. I need to get this position sorted. I need to spin this around more. That was, to be honest, Andrew, that was the only bit I'd actually slept through, which was really annoying. I'd dozed off. And I woke up again, like, as the, you know, after her announcement. So that was a bit frustrating. But it was glorious. Actually, what I could do, I could use the zoom thing that'll soften out that edge there. Lovely, and then now we can be wherever we want to be. We can be whoever we want to be. You've got it on repeat. I was more around for the earlier ones, like the because after a while I was channel flicking between the various stations, and when you're doing it all online and closing one app and opening another app to go from one to the other, it's not like pressing 1, 2, and 3 on the TV, like back in the old days where it was easy to change channel. You got to come out of one app into another app and scroll to wherever the thing is. So it was a bit of a nightmare. But I mainly watched the BBC and I watched Channel 4 for the coverage. And I noticed the BBC was, they were saying that the BBC coverage was down on previous years. I think they were all blaming I think they were blaming the presence of Laura Koonsberg. This really is just move around and move around and move around. I'm trying to get away from the brooding, though, Stephen. I want to get that line in line with this. So what I don't really want it up here. I'm fine with the rest of the with the rest of the image. I mean, it'd be fine if I'd crop it out, but well, the only thing with the Channel 4 coverage, Nadine Dorries was on it, so it was like, quite liked it for Alistair Campbell and Rory Stewart. But they had Nadine Dorries on and Anne Widdecombe for Reform. I was like, oh, God's sake. You just had just sensible people on, would have been lovely. You probably would have got more viewers then. Right, I think I'm just going to have to put up with that darker splodge there. Right, if I start playing around with some of this. Exposure balance. Well, there isn't really opacity levels on here in this software. Iris. There's exposure balance, so you can go from one to the other, and there's brightness, but it's universal. That's the thing. And then it because it's all single layered, it'll change the whole the whole tonal shift will not carry across. But it's alright, we can manage. We can put up with it. I think you must be, Stephen. You must be. Right, lens vignette. So if we move this over here, if we I mean, one thing we can do, but it does affect the rest of the image as well, would be that. Just 4 points up and stop it. Go for Spain. This is like, you should be watching the football, not me. Interesting, Lewis. So is this like mixing stuff together, or? I don't know that much detail, to be honest, Alan. I haven't. The only games I've actually watched, I think I've watched one of the Germany games, and like usually at least one half of the England games. That's all I've seen. I haven't seen much of it. Excuse me. There's too much yellow in these. Yeah, I thought so. Nice work, Stephen. Nice work. You're almost as keen on it as what I am. Right, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to apply that. We probably come back in to get a second look. Because we didn't really go deep on the presets. Right, I'll knock that off. Go back to that one. Oh, it's on the BBC. Put it on mute. So I can then kind of semi-watch it. They're going to replay it, because it sounds like it was a good goal. bear with me, everybody. 2-1 to Spain. Hold on, must be behind. Build a player. Some of us are watching online, you know, mate. Oh, deflected in. France 2-1. Yeah, England are get hang. If we get through, we're getting hammered by Spain. Definitely. Right. So look at so many of these. One of the main issues about reflections is you can't turn things upside down easily. Because it's pretty much exactly the same wherever you put it. It's not a lot of fun. Oh my lord. Let's actually just do that. It won't, Don. It'll not get any sharper, believe me. It will not get sharper. Okay, so there's that. If we go to... Right. Okay, let's leave this as is at the minute. Where's the lens vignette? Yeah, it's about there. Actually, I want to... Where's the fade? No, we want the fade to be less. Lens vignette. We want that to be in the window. I think. Like so. Yeah, like that. Maybe about there. Right, okay, so apply that, and then we'll try blending these last two shots together. Would that guy might have been me? I used the oil paint filter for a while. No, Iris, if only... Well, no, I definitely wouldn't want it to be 32 degrees. I would... God, you remember things well, Don. I can't remember saying such a heinous thing like that. But no, I'm just tired. Just tired. It's been a very tiring week or so. Like I said earlier, I had lots of disturbed sleep last week, and then we had the election on Thursday night, so I stayed up for that. So I think I was awake for like, apart from like the odd bit where I've like nodded off, I think I was awake for like 40 hours. Yeah, well, I was young and arrogant. What do you know? It happens, Don. I do apologise. If you want to use such an archaic filter, then that's on you. Right, so if I... Really? Go on, Andy. Right. don't think them filters are going to work today. We just have to go for something. Something like that. For the pans, yeah, and well, I wasn't doing a lot of B-roll stuff, so but yes, they would be useful. Maybe it's with my next YouTube check, which will be coming a lot further, a lot longer after yours. Yeah, I'm going to drop the opacity on this one. Yes, combining those together is a lot nicer. A lot better. And I think when we crop, I think we'll just crop off that edge. I think that'll go down quite nicely. Thank you, Iris. Right, so if we... Yeah, well, I think we'll just save this back in the Lightroom. And crop and stuff from there. I think we're pretty much done with it. But yeah, in some ways it's all right. In some ways, such a bloody perfectionist. I hate it. I struggle liking images these days. Oh no, Lovis, that does not sound good. That sounds annoying. It's like, please, will stop contacting me. I am trying to watch Twitch. I don't care about your work and what you need from me. Yep. Right, so we are back into Lightroom if we do this. So, crop wise. Well, from all the work related stuff I've seen on TikTok, there is no way I'd be working in America, because I'd be walking out the door in about 5 minutes. Is it? It's warm toned, Andrew. It's got that lovely warm tone. There's a bit of light there, and the light's actually real and not faked by me. So, most surprising. Still don't like it. It's like, oh, my brain. Right, develop. Create virtual copy. Crop. So let's go for a 3x2 to start with. So we'll probably be coming in like so. There's a nice bit of light there, so we could go up there like that. It's that blue. That's what's throwing it all off. 2 colours in an image. What is going on? If we go there, I don't think a square crop ever actually works above here, but Hey, Serge, how are you doing? You had some celebration, Serge? Do tell. If you wish, obviously. You've been getting married again, have you? I thought it was like that. I thought that was last year. Thank you, Sage. So what we want is a 16 by 9 to get some width to the image. Like so. Oh, cool. That's good. There we are, like that. Right, I think what I might do is... Yeah, I mean, like, square crops work on some images, but wide reflection shots like this is not the time or the place for them. Unless we could extend the canvas. See what the AI would make of that. Can you do that in Lightroom? I can't remember how you do. I'm always giving up on the whole AI generated stuff now. Because the Adobe stuff is so poor. Yeah, square crop. I mean, you can't. At times, you can't beat a square crop. However, it's got to be the right image. Linear. That's what I'm looking for. And if we drop the experiment, up the contrast of it. Where's clarity? Like that. Think about that. Just gives that slightly darker reflection, because that's how reflections work. I don't think so, Peter. Do you not remember me taking the piss out of Apple when they named theirs Apple Intelligence? It was like, you bunch of wankers. I'm a natural showman, Serge. I've never been called that before. I've never been called that before. The only bit of that video that I actually laughed at myself was when I was referring to my lens that slips, and about having to make sure to find a tight one. And you don't want a loose one, insinuating it's something else. And then the one that I put out yesterday, I've actually, made a short out of it, didn't I? I made a short out of it and posted that today. It was like, when you're as fat as me, you will block out the sun. So you got to be careful when you stand. So I need to load that one up onto TikTok as well. For a laugh. Right. Because we're at this stage and it's usually like 9 o'clock. It's going to be an early louse tonight. Get distracted watching the football. Peter, I'm guessing you retracted that text and not the YouTube algorithm thing, whatever. So, right, is there anything else we should have a look at whilst we're in here? Because I must admit, a lot of the images I made when I was in the lakes, I was not that impressed, unless they were like the actual normal photos. Like things like, oh, if I move to the library, it'll be quicker. These kind of images. Lots of reflection. I mean, the time of the year it was as well. It was good. Yeah, didn't like that one. So, one of the issues is that I didn't have the best light to work in. So, but some of them come out nice. Some of them didn't. Yeah, so look, most of my lakes images were like that. Reflections. Oh, and this is the one that I made. If you weren't here on whatever day where I did the extra stream, this was the image that we made that day. Because obviously last week when the stream went wrong, we made this and it was rubbish. But I think it was the next day I did an extra stream just to check settings and everything, and in the end of it we made this one, which turned out quite nice. I saw that people have been using the Discord to share images, which is very good. Andrew shared his video as well. So I do see pretty much everything that pops up on there. So everybody, please do continue using the Discord to post your stuff and your videos and stuff like that. That's what it's there for. Look at that. What a lovely view it was. I even did some ordinary ICM shots. Look at how ordinary these are. Should we edit one of these? Because obviously this doesn't need to be blended or anything. This can just be as is. Let's edit this. Auto. That's always a good start. Yes, do join, Felix. There is a link in the description of the video below. It's not like really active, but that's where you find out most info first. So, video plans and the like. Get on there. So if you want loads of notifications, that's the place to join. More notifications in Discord than what there is on YouTube. Like normal ICM, exactly, Serge. It's a rarity for me. One thing I do need to do from this here, I recorded some like a stream trickling for my other channel, so I need to do something for that soon. Good Lord. Sweet Jesus. Drop clarity. About that. Yep, vertical. Yeah, just moving it up and down. I mean, I did have a few goes to get it, to make sure I got it right. You know, and I like to get things right. So you've still got, even on simple ICM like this, you've still got to get your timings right. The amount of movement, your speed. Otherwise it starts looking crap. So you do have to do it right. Right, and what I'm going to do here is... order. If I go to colour mixer, and then these areas here, can you see what I'm going to do here? Can you tell what it is yet? Look at this. And then I'm going to crop that corner out. Only 3 likes on the stream? Well, come on everybody, there's 12 of you watching. Give the stream a like. Give us a like spike. This is quality entertainment, as Serge says. Make a red forest. Well, the red background anyway, Serge. Maybe it's like that. Just to soften the greens off. It was autumn, so things should generally be dead. Like that. Lovely. Right, back to basic. If I... like that. Right, okay, what am I doing? Let's sort them out. Add a bit, because I'm not blending these together, don't need to play around with the with the noise reduction as much. We don't mind having texture because we're not going to be blowing it up and turning it upside down and all that kind of stuff. I'm glad I've got you, at least you as a fan, Serge. I'm sure there's a few other fans here as well. Otherwise you wouldn't be turning up every bloody week. So I appreciate you all. You're all far too nice to me. Well, I don't know about that. Right, do I need to do any other colour work on here? Be nice to do. I'm going to really play with the colour grading. Oh. Oh. There. Shadows wise, if we go dancing around the colour wheel. It must be Stephen. Soothing Garmin light. I think it was years ago. I'd seen as Don's got such a good memory. Years ago, I think when I first met Don, he was like, "You'd be great at doing like book readings." But pity about the stutter and the inability to spit words out at times. Right, I think we are. Are we done? Basic. Proper accent though. Yeah, but it's the stuttering that causes a lot of audibles waiting. He'll be waiting a bloody long time, Serge. My problem is my brain and my mouth aren't connected. And the few times that they are, there is a hell of a delay between the two of them. Right, have I cocked those greens up? Oh, could we? Could we do that? Thomas the Tank Engine. Maybe he'd have to do a sample. Does he put voices on for the individual engines, or not? I'll take a few shots of whiskey as well to get the voice properly gravelly enough. Then increase the reverb on the audio as well. There we go. Anybody was yeah, gotta get the voice lubed up. Definitely. Well, since it's Tuesday, and I haven't washed my glass for about a month. And I haven't made that big a dent in it. I didn't look at it in great detail, Serge, but I did like the effect of it. Yes, everybody, please don't be offended if I don't react to any of your stuff on the Discord, because I see it, and I was like, I need to, and then I forget. It's like squirrel. I did like the effect, Serge. Right, this image is quite nice now. I'm going to make a virtual copy. Yes. Otherwise it might disappear under. Right, crops for this. Please crop, thank you. This is a problem with working in Lightroom. This is where the stream breaks down. Let's go 5x4. Take out them bits up there. Yep, just about there. How do we use this one here? Like there. Post crop vignetting to make it darker. Lovely. We'll make a square crop out a square crop out of this one. A square crop out of this one for sure. No, Serge. I'm retaining Adobe for photography, so I will be retaining Adobe for Photoshop and Lightroom, but I will be getting rid of Adobe for InDesign, Illustrator, and Premiere Pro. So I've already started, like all the videos that you've seen that I posted recently, the last few weeks, they've all been done on DaVinci Resolve. So I'm very much getting comfortable with that. on Jen, if you're there, I figured out how to do the scroll thing on the timeline. Because I know you were having issues with that. So definitely 6 month free trial. Wow. I know they did half. I don't know if they still are at the minute, but they were doing half. They were doing half price when Adobe were going through its mess with the terms of service stuff. Oh, what a goal! I've just seen the second goal. Deserves to win the tournament. Yeah. To be honest, Peter, depending on how extravagant your usage of Premiere Pro is, once I'd rebound keystrokes, pretty straightforward. Quite easy. Yeah. So there's a few things unresolved where it's like, right, how do you do that? But it's like 2 minutes on YouTube and you've found your answer. But yes, Jen, if in DaVinci Resolve, if you go into the preferences and if you find an option for 2D timeline, and if you turn that off, you and hover over your timeline and use your scroll wheel, it will scroll back and forward. And for me, it'll scroll back and forward a lot smoother than what Premiere Pro ever did. So, yeah, that's what it was famous for. Oh, I've got a new, like I mentioned the Discord before. I've got a new thing that I'm using Discord for. So I've got like a private server, so it's only me in it, and it's basically full of, like, I'm just going to fill it full of note-taking stuff. So I'm just going to do voice notes and then send it to myself and put them all in, like, into a voice note channel so I can remember stuff. So when I have a harebrained idea when I'm walking the dog, I can just go record, blah, and just for organising stuff. It's great. I read an article about you use Discord, like a private server on Discord, to like organise all your stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's a good idea. So I have a Discord server that is only me. So it's got all, like, I'm populating it with loads of stuff at the minute, just so I can, like, because I've got Discord open all the time, that'll be easier for like cutting and pasting like text that I use all the time. So I've got a channel of cut and paste, so I can just go through it and just cut and paste stuff on. I know there's that surge, but you know, I like Discord more. I don't think I've ever opened OneNote. True, Jen. So I've been. I wouldn't say I've been populating that, but I set it up. That was one of my worky days last week. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. So I haven't got enough things to do. So, but yeah. But yes, anybody else that wants to join the normal Discord, there is a link impending, and then you can join in, hang out with us. I'm going to restructure things a little bit in there. I was going to just to tidy it up a little bit. Yeah. Well, I was going to do a square crop with this, wasn't I? Oops. I forgot. So, I mean, obviously this little tree here is quite important. I think it was the main reason for taking the picture to start with. So it needs to be in it. And obviously it needs, for the structure-wise, it needs this tree in it, and it needs this tree in it. And then it's got this little tree in the background, and then the rest are just detritus, really. So There's a little square. It kind of works. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah, no, I must admit, I've been surprised how comfortable I've gotten with DaVinci Resolve. So, in a way, I suppose I do recommend it. The fact it's free, or a version of it is free, is even better. I think it's like 300 and something quid for the full studio version. But we're not at that stage yet. There's a few. One of the things is that the video from the Pocket 3, if you've been flicking back and forward between vertical and horizontal, it kind of knocks things up because it won't read the vertical stuff. So yeah. Glad I could help, Jen. Honestly, I just got sick of having to find the tiny little thin sliver of the dragging. What's even that called? My brain's a mess. The scrolling thing. So I was like, I need to see how it works. So I did a little bit of research and sorted it out. Found the answer, because I was like, please, there has to be an option to be able to do this. Otherwise, I'm going back to Premiere Pro. Thank you, Iris. But yeah, a little bit of work there, but we got there. Yeah, so this is the original view without the blurriness. So you can see the main structures of the trees, and this little tree that was there. That's the main focus. Yeah, cool little scenes everywhere you can find. Right. So it's 9. It is now 9 o'clock. We can end the photo stuff, and we're about to kick off on the football. And I'm gonna have a nip of this. Damn, that's strong. I maybe shouldn't have had a drink. Maybe I shouldn't have had a drink. Maybe I should have just continued with the sober lifestyle. Right, anyways, we can make this... if I find the image that we just made today, I can export it. There we are. If we go for that one, and that one. And just export. Just make sure these are all exported. Otherwise I'll forget, and I'll wonder why I have to spend God knows how long trying to find them all. Batch export. Yeah. Alright then, everybody. Well, thank you. God, is that crushing the stream as I'm exporting 5 images? Come on. You can work better than that. But anyways, thank you very, very much for hanging out with me this evening. Thank you for, hanging out when there's football on the telly, and it's not even England; it's good teams. So thanks for that. Plans going forward. It's been a lot better than what it was last week, Andrew. A lot better, thankfully. I mean, like, after stream last week, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to price up a new computer, aren't I? But thankfully, didn't need it. after that. So yeah, like after that test stream the next day or whatever it was. I was glad to get out of that. But yes, right. So hopefully, I know I've said this for like 2 weeks now. Hopefully by the end of the week, I will be releasing the pre-order for that zine that I've made. So keep an eye out on that. More normal photography. So look for that. I'll be pushing that out on the email subscribers soon, and obviously it'll be going out on Discord because everything goes out on Discord, and it will be going out on everywhere, to be honest. There's 2 A's in had, by the way, Alan. No worries all. Have a lovely evening, or whatever you're up to for the rest of the day. Have a fantastic week. I might be back with a gaming stream on Twitch later in the week. We shall see. It depends. It depends how much work I'm trying to avoid. That's always a good gauge of what I've got to do, is how much I'm streaming. So no, what are you on about, Andrew? Anything else I need to think about? Can't remember. If I think of anything else, you know for a fact, it'll be in the Discord. Right. Till the next one, keep it hard. Catch you later. See ya.